Hey everybody, it's Heather Nichols here, and me and my friend Senior Higgity Biggity here to make a video for you. I wanted to share a question and a tool that is really powerful if you are willing to use it. And that is the idea of what is it that you are defending for and against? What are you defending? What are you avoiding? And what are you proving? So in Access Consciousness, we have this amazing clearing statement, and you can go to theclearingstatement.com if you want to find out more about it. But it's just these words that embody kind of like and summarize all these energies of ways that we keep things in place, ways that we keep ourselves stuck and limit ourselves. And when we run the clearing statement, we just it's like putting all the things you don't need into your trash bin in your computer and just hitting delete. And so we can ask these questions really powerfully and use the clearing statement to get rid of a lot of energy in one fell swoop. So when you are stuck with something, a lot of times there's points of view, ideas, like our identity, things like that we have that we are literally defending. We're defending ourselves, we're defending for ourselves, we're defending against something, like I can't be that, I'm not that, I don't want to be that. We're avoiding being something, we're avoiding some sort of judgment from somebody else, we're avoiding stepping into something, or we're trying to prove that we are a certain way or that we're not a certain way. Like, I'm kind, I'm not evil, all these things that go on. And we organize our lives actually around what it is that we're defending, what it is that we're avoiding, and what it is that we're proving, and also what it is that we're not willing to lose and not willing to gain. Because from all of those things, we have these points of view that if we be something we're not willing to be, we would lose something. Like if I'm, perceived or judged as evil, that I would somehow lose people in my life, or I would lose my business, or people wouldn't want to hire me, or people wouldn't want to be with me, or, but the thing is, evil is so subjective, and it's a judgment that people use to control each other. Any judgments that people throw your way, they do it to control you. And then we take those judgments on and we control ourselves with those judgments. Like, I can't choose this, I can't say this, I can't do this, because if I do, I'll be evil. And so our lives have to shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink some more to try to make sure that we're not being something we don't want to be, make sure that we are being what we think we need to be, make sure that we're showing up in people's lives in a certain way so that they will be friends with us, they'll hire us, they'll want us around, or maybe they won't want us around, because sometimes it's that too. So getting to the bottom of this can be so helpful with anything going on in your life. It's Dane here, who's one of the founders of Access Consciousness. This is one of his main tools. One of the things he loves to whenever he's stuck with something, he'll have somebody ask him, okay, what are you defending? And then just an energy will come up. It might be that you have an answer to it. It might be that something pops and you're like, I'm defending being a nice person, And then, okay, so then you can clear it. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it? And then you use the clearing statement. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 100, POC, POD, shorts, boys, POVAD, species, creations, and beyonds. And again, if you don't know what that is, or you're like, that's weird, just go to theclearingstatement.com. You'll find out more about it. I actually thought it was really weird for a long time. I was when I first heard it, I was I'm not going to use that. That's just too bizarre. I don't believe in that stuff. And then I started using it, and I started seeing how I could make a lot of stuff go away. I could change a lot of energies in my life by using the clearing statement. So I was willing to not defend myself against it, or defend my normalness and be like, yeah, I'm weird, I use this thing, it's called the clearing statement, it works. Because I was willing to have that kind of change in my life. So this is a really broad one today. It's a big topic, it's a big conversation, but just a tool that you could pick up anytime You don't even have to know what it is. There's no answer. It can just be the energies of, what am I defending here? I don't really know what the words are, but everything that is, destroy and uncreate. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 100, POC, POD, shorts, boys, POVADs, bases, Christians, and beyonds. What am I avoiding here? Again, the energy comes up, you clear it. What am I proving here? You clear that. And even when you don't know what it is, that's the most amazing thing about the Access Clearing Statement and the tools of Access Consciousness, is that even when you don't know what it is, it changes. So we don't have to know, we don't have to define, we don't have to like have the answer to everything. We can just use the tools and stuff changes, and you have a lot more freedom. There is a vulnerability that's required with this that a lot of people aren't willing to have, and that's not wrong. But I wanted to just mention that, because to let go of things that we are using to hold our identities in place, our personalities, all these things, like when we let go of those things, you know, we really have to, we have to be willing to be vulnerable with ourselves, and then ultimately with the world, in order to not define ourselves with those things that we so carefully hold in place regarding who we are. And I'll tell you, on the other side of that is so much freedom to be and to enjoy ourselves, and to not be always so like trying to keep ourselves controlled into this tiny little box of what we've decided is acceptable. And that keeps so much out of our lives. It keeps beautiful relationships, joy, ease in our businesses, ease with money, ease with our bodies, ease in all of our relationships. Like, all of that has to be kept out when you need to defend who you think you are and who you think you need to be, and prove that you're something, rather than just have the freedom to be.